So we have got Mr. Reuben Gauci with us, Malta's High Commissioner to India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Ambassador to Nepal. Sir, welcome to this specific.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well, I'd like to say thank you. And sir, from Malta's perspective, what opportunities do you see for collaboration between Malta's gaming corporations and the region's rising gaming industry?
So, thank you very much for this invitation and for this interview. It is my pleasure to see that Sigma is organizing the South Asia Conference here in Sri Lanka. It's already a way of showing that cooperation between Maltese companies, and not just Maltese companies, and in this case Sri Lankan companies, it's possible. Now, as you know, at the moment, India does not regulate iGaming. So I think I definitely agree that regulation, as a government official, I definitely agree that regulation is the source of making things work. You have to have regulation because regulation protects. In fact, my country, Malta, was the first European Union member country to regulate iGaming. We joined the European Union in 2004, and we regulated iGaming in 2004 immediately when we joined.
Okay.
Since then, we continued our regulation, and today iGaming is a very considerable part of our economy. In fact, it covers between 8 to 13.6% of GDP in Malta. Now imagine if this were to happen here in Sri Lanka. I know that Sri Lanka at the moment has under the leadership of His Excellency President Isanayake is looking to expand the economy. When one expands the economy, it means that you're making life for your citizens much better. So imagine if in the future, iGaming alone will be responsible from 8 to 13.6% of the GDP, say, of Sri Lanka, or of India, or of Nepal, or of Bangladesh. But as we said, at the moment, India is not interested, let's say, in this kind of regulation. So definitely, I see Maltese companies and European Union companies. I mean, from all other European Union member states. As you know, the European Union has 27 member states. Malta is the smallest. But as I said, we're the first to regulate iGaming. So it would be great to, and obviously thanks to conferences organized by Sigma, as I said also in my speech in the inauguration, we see companies, we see people from different countries. So that's a way of creating a platform for cooperation between all these companies, not necessarily from the European Union, but from all around the world, here in Southeast Asia.
So given the, what we say, leverage of Malta, how exactly, given what we say, the regulatory framework of gaming and gambling across Southeast Asia, how exactly is Malta leveraging and helping this market? How do you exactly?
Well, being a member of the European Union is very prestigious. In fact, there is a sort of like informal saying around the world that if a company in any field has European standards, it means it has very high standards. Now, as I said, Malta, although we're a small country, much smaller than Sri Lanka, has been the first to regulate the iGaming industry in the European Union. That gives Malta quite a leverage because in the European Union, the rules in one country apply in all the others. So if Malta Maltese law regulates an iGaming company in Malta, that iGaming company can operate in all other 27 EU member states, which means that the level of perfection, it's great. So even though we're small, having a new member state like Malta promoting this kind of activity definitely gives us leverage because we're members of the EU And therefore, we bring in the levels, we bring in the qualifications of the European Union.
All right. So Southeast Asian market has its own set of dynamics, as you know.
Exactly.
So, and it is right now growing a base of what we say game development and studios. So, particularly what we say in markets like India and the Pakistan, Bangladesh too. How exactly can Malta contribute to nurturing the talent and fostering innovation there?
Well, as I said before, promoting when a country promotes such an industry. Now, obviously, you mentioned India. India at the moment is not possible.
Yeah.
But let's say here in Sri Lanka, the way that if these countries look at our experience, and being small is actually an asset. As I said during my opening speech, when countries are small, they have to think big.
Right.
So, and that's what we do in Malta. That's what we did in Malta. That's what a company like Sigma did. It thought big.
Okay.
And today, thanks to Sigma, which is a Maltese company, we are promoting iGaming here in Southeast Asia. And obviously, when you promote, you're trying to find talent. You're trying to create new companies, which will inevitably create more jobs. And obviously, in order to get these jobs, you need the talent of the place. I know that in places like here, like in Sri Lanka, even in India, even in Nepal, even in Bangladesh, talent is very, very abundant. Also taking into account that all these South Asian countries have a young population. That's very, very good for the job market. So in sharing the Maltese experience in South Asia, places like India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, etc., in sharing this, we are actually promoting the possibility of using more talent from these places, especially amongst the young.
Just one last question I would like to ask you. Considering the projected growth of online gaming in South Asia, what do you believe that what are the strategic areas where investors and policymakers should actually focus upon?
Well, the population, as I said here, is so large that I think they should be focusing on the young.
Okay.
Because, first of all, as we say, the young are the future. And here in Southeast Asia, there is an abundance of talent amongst the young. So, and I'm sure that the iGaming market would be more interesting to the young. In Malta, for instance, it has now become a dream of young people to work for iGaming companies. In the past, it used to be like to work as a government official. Today in Malta, the best paying jobs, and so obviously the dream of the young, is to work with iGaming companies. So imagine seeing that here in Sri Lanka and in other places in Southeast Asia. So definitely, I believe that the iGaming market should focus on attracting the young.
All right. Reuben, once again, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great insights. I'd like to say these were very great insights.
Thank you very much.
Once again, thank you for this.
Thank you very much.